All right, everyone. Hugh GE, congrats on your induction into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I know it's actually Nick Saban getting that honor. BT, you're here with us, so you get the inside scoop on why this is a big deal.
That's right. We're going deep on Saban's career using some awesome articles we found. So buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
Think of it like this. It's not just about wins. It's about the kind of leadership and dedication we can all learn from, you know?
Yeah.
Even if we're not coaching a team.
Exactly. And we're kicking things off with a moment that, well, honestly felt inevitable. Saban's surprise induction announcement live on ESPN's College Game Day. Can you imagine?
Live on national TV.
Oh, man.
The pressure.
Right. It really shows how much of a no-brainer his induction was. He was the very first announced for the entire 2025 class. Talk about setting the bar high.
No kidding. So let's talk about those stats. 7 national championships, the most for any coach at the FBS level, plus 297 total wins and 11 SEC titles. I mean, come on.
Those are huge. But what's even crazier is Saban's consistency. He never had a losing season in 28 years as a head coach. Yeah. That's almost unheard of.
Seriously, some people might say, well, he stayed at Alabama forever. Of course he won. But still, to maintain that level of success for that long, that's got to be more than just the team, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder about the impact of environment versus just individual talent, even for a coach.
Right. And beyond the win-loss record, Saban coached 66 first-team All-Americans and 4 Heisman Trophy winners. That's developing some serious talent.
He wasn't just winning games. He was turning players into elite athletes. And he did this at multiple schools, not just Alabama. Before Alabama, it was LSU, Michigan State, even Toledo.
So before we get to the Alabama dynasty, tell us about his time at those other schools. Did his coaching style change much between them?
Well, at LSU, for example, he took over a program that hadn't won a national title in almost 40 years. Within 5 seasons, they were national champions.
Yeah.
Talk about a turnaround.
Wow, so he was already known for turning programs around even before Alabama. It's like that winning mentality was something he built wherever he went.
And this Hall of Fame induction is big for each of those schools because Saban is one of their few representatives in the Hall of Fame. His legacy goes way beyond just one program.
Okay, but we can't talk Saban without talking about the dynasty he built at Alabama, 17 years. And after that first kind of shaky season, it was double-digit wins every year.
That first season was interesting, 7-6. For Saban, that's practically a disaster.
You'd think that kind of start at a program like Alabama with all that pressure would shake a coach.
Yeah.
But it seems like he used it as fuel.
He doubled down on his system, built that winning culture.
Yeah.
And the results, well, they speak for themselves. And they even named the field at Bryant-Denny Stadium after him. That's serious respect.
No kidding. That speaks to his legendary status in college football. But before we go full Alabama, let's talk about the Hall of Fame induction itself. It's December 9th in Vegas, right?
Yep. Huge night for college football. They'll be announcing the rest of the 2025 class soon. Some big names on the ballot already. Kiana Carter, Aaron Donald.
Wow, what a class. But here's the thing. Saban's story is about way more than football. It's about leadership persistence, building a winning mentality, adapting to new environments. Those are lessons for everyone.
Exactly. It's not just celebrating one man's accomplishments. It's about understanding how he became so successful and maybe applying those same principles to our own lives.
So let's break that down. What made Saban so different? Was it his coaching style or how he recruited or just his way with players?
It's a whole bunch of things, really.
Yeah.
But one that really sticks out is his drive for excellence. He's known for having crazy high standards, not just for his players, for everyone, and for himself, his coaches.
Yeah, I've heard about that whole the process thing, focusing on the tiny details, the everyday work, not getting caught up in the hype of the big games.
That's it. It's mastering the fundamentals, doing every single play perfectly, never settling for anything less than your absolute best. And that goes beyond football, too. It's how you approach everything in life with that same discipline and commitment.
So it's not just being naturally good. It's hard work and always trying to get better.
Exactly. And here's something interesting about Saban. He changes his approach over time. He doesn't just have one system and stick to it. He's always evolving, trying to improve.
That's wild. So he's not scared to change with the times, adjust his strategies to meet new challenges. That's got to be important, especially in college football where things change so fast.
I think about how much the game has changed, even in the last 10 years. The spread offense, mobile quarterbacks, new defenses. Saban's stayed ahead of the curve the whole time.
It shows you how much he's willing to learn, to analyze, to never just be satisfied. It's like he's always predicting the next big thing before it even happens.
He's still a student of the game, even after all these years at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a great lesson for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how successful you get, there's always more to learn, always room to grow.
So it's not just reaching a certain level, it's about staying hungry, keeping that drive to push yourself further.
Exactly. And that leads us to another big part of Saban's success, his leadership.
Hmm?
He builds this strong team unity, a
Yeah.
culture where everyone's accountable and working towards the same goal.
It's not just individual stars.
Right.
It's about using the strength of the whole team. Like that saying, the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack.
Right on. And a lot of his former players talk about how Saban taught them discipline and dedication that went way beyond football. They've gone on to do great things in all sorts of fields. And they say a lot of their success comes from what they learned from Coach Saban.
That's amazing. He's not just making football players, he's making leaders.
And that's a lesson for everyone. Whether you're leading a team at work or in your community, even in your family. It's about setting high standards, holding people accountable, and helping them reach their full potential.
But it's also about creating a supportive environment, right? A place where people feel like they can take risks, learn from mistakes, and grow together.
100%. Saban's not known for being easy on his players. He expects a lot from them, but he also builds a system where they can succeed. He gives them the tools, and then he trusts them to do their job.
So it's high expectations, but also real support. He's not just giving orders, he's creating a path to success.
And that's powerful. It's something any leader can learn from in any field. But something else that's interesting about Saban is how he deals with pressure.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Think about the expectations at a place like Alabama. The fans, the media, the alumni, everyone's watching expecting championships.
And Saban's not just survived, he's thrived under that pressure. He doesn't let it get to him. He stays focused on what needs to be done.
It's like he has this unshakable confidence, this total belief in himself.
And that's crucial for any leader. To be able to ignore distractions, stay true to your vision, and keep moving forward even when things are tough.
It's about having mental toughness, being able to bounce back from setbacks and keep your eye on the goal. And speaking of goals, let's get back to the Hall of Fame.
Right. It's the perfect ending to an amazing career. It's not just about the wins and titles. It's about his impact on the game, on his players, on everyone he's inspired with his leadership and dedication.
But it's not just celebrating the past. It's a chance to look at what we can learn from Saban. What can we take from his coaching, his leadership, his life?
That's the real question here, right?
Yeah.
What can we learn from this amazing career? And I think that's what makes this whole deep dive so interesting. It's not just football. It's understanding what makes people successful and seeing if we can use those same ideas in our own lives, whatever we're trying to do.
Definitely. So as we head into the final part of our deep dive, let's shift gears from what Saban has done to what we can learn from him.
Let's look at the legacy he's built, not just on the field, but in the lives of the people he's worked with. And most importantly, let's think about how we can use those same ideas of excellence, leadership, and dedication in our own lives.
It's funny when you think about all those championship wins, all the trophies, it's easy to get lost in just how much Saban has accomplished.
Yeah, he's become this almost mythical figure in college football, a true legend.
But what's really inspiring to me is that beyond all the awards, there's this core of hard work, discipline, always trying to get better. It's not about being satisfied. It's about constantly pushing yourself further.
And that's something anyone can relate to who's trying to be the best they can be.
Right.
Whether you're an athlete, an artist starting a business, or just trying to improve yourself. Saban's story shows you how it's done.
Exactly. You don't have to be born with some special talent or know everything right away. It's about embracing the work, the grind, the ups and downs that come with any big goal.
And believing in yourself. Having that confidence that you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
One thing that really hit me while reading these articles is Saban's sense of purpose. Like he approaches every challenge with this incredible focus.
He's not just going through the motions. He's giving everything he's got to every task.
It's like he has this fire inside that never goes out, this need to learn, to grow, to see what's possible.
And we can learn from that, right?
Yeah.
It's not about waiting for the perfect chance. It's about taking every day, every challenge as an opportunity to get better, to make a difference.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Nick Saban's career, I'm kind of in awe, but also feeling like anything is possible.
We got a glimpse inside the mind of a champion. And now it's up to us to take what we learned and use it in our own lives.
It reminds us that we all have the potential to do amazing things, even if our definition of amazing isn't winning a national championship.
Maybe it's starting a business, writing a book, being a better parent, friend partner. Whatever it is, Saban shows us that if we set our minds to it and really work for it, we can achieve it.
It's about believing in yourself, having that grit and determination to never give up on your dreams no matter what gets in your way.
And it's not just about the end goal, it's the journey too. It's about facing challenges, learning from your mistakes, and always trying to be the best version of yourself.
Saban's legacy isn't just about the wins and the awards. It's about how he's touched people's lives. It's the values he stands for: hard work, discipline, integrity, always striving for excellence.
And those are things that matter in every part of life, not just sports. They can guide us all as we work towards our own successes, whatever they may be.
So as you go about your day, your week, your life, remember what we've talked about. Embrace the process. Keep learning and never give up on what you want to achieve.
Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be the one inspiring others with your story of hard work and success. Maybe not in football, but in whatever you choose to do.
And don't forget, the full list of 2025 Hall of Fame inductees is coming out soon. Make sure to check it out. And maybe even learn about some of the lesser-known people in the Hall of Fame. You might be surprised at the amazing stories you find.
There's always more to learn, more to discover, more to accomplish. So stay curious, keep pushing yourself, and strive for greatness in everything you do.
This has been The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time for another exciting look at the ideas that shape our world.